We're thrilled as we welcome people from all around the world joining us in our service today through our social media outreach. We're numbering almost 1,000 viewers each and every week now. And we want to say welcome to each and every one of you. As we begin, let us join in this wonderful celebration of the rhythms of West Africa through the Emerson Drummers. We appreciate so much your talents. We appreciate you being with us as our special guest today. Let's give them one more round of applause, just saying thank you for your talents that you share with us today. We're delighted to have you as our guest with us. How many of you remember Sophia Petrello with the Golden Girls? Right? You watched the Golden Girls television show. Remember Sophia? She was always famous for this wonderful line that she'd say, "Picture this. Sicily, 1912. And she'd go on and share a story. She began to invite people to step into moments into her life and offer some sort of moral lesson for her Golden Girl roommates. Well, Sophia has those wonderful way of introducing a thought or introducing an idea that she had. So how about this? So picture this. Atlanta, 2025. A congregation embracing the truth of moving, vibrant, energetic intelligence. Now picture this. Are you picturing it? Let's take a moment, just hold that in mind. Picture this right here, right now, this very moment, a congregation, a body of people embracing the truth of moving, vibrating, vibrant, energetic intelligence. That's right. Smart, gifted, intelligent body, thinking well beyond their human resources. And you may say, well, wait a minute. I don't know. Look around here. What do we see? Look at the brilliance in this room. Look at the brilliance all around us. Look at the level of intelligence. Look at the level, oh, wait a minute, you may say, I don't know about the level of intelligence or that I'm so smart. Sometimes not always that brilliant or even vibrant or even moving. So sometimes you may feel like that's not you. You're kind of like the young man who was sharing with his friend a story about a crazy night he had had. He said, you know what? I was in a mood for a drink. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to bike down to the local liquor store and I'm going to buy a bottle of whiskey. First, I was planning to bike home with that bottle, and I put that bottle in my bike basket, but I'm not an idiot. No. He said, give me some credit. I've got some intelligence here. I knew that if I crashed or if the bike fell, I would break the bottle. And so you know what? I drank it all in the parking lot. He said, thank God I did, because I crashed 12 times on my way home. Well, sometimes we're not always using the greatest wisdom because we're working in the realms of our human consciousness. But let me tell you this, that there's brilliance in this room. There is a great level of intellect and wisdom that is here. It is available within us and an opportunity for us to share it, to live it, to breathe it, to be it. You may think that you're seeing simple humans in this room, but what you're actually seeing as we look around are spiritual beings having a physical experience. You're seeing this wonderful collective of spiritual beings that know and have the opportunity to experience a revelation of divine as never before. You have this opportunity to be part of this wonderful, shall we say, moving, vibrant, creative, energetic intelligence, because you represent God. You represent the divine. You represent this type of intelligence. It's within you. It's who you are. And when we begin to awaken to this wonderful understanding, it is just available. We walk into a level of unlimited possibilities that are available to us. So I invite you to think about it. Think about the creative power that brought everything into being in this universe, and it's within you. Wow. We understand this because we're actually created in the very likeness and image of the divine. Created in the very likeness and image, meaning that that same insight, that same infinite wisdom is available within each and every one of us. So this moving, vibrant, energetic mind within you is the mind of God. And there is no separation. There is one mind, we say quite frequently, and to express this consciousness, that there's one level of consciousness. We're all operating, we all think, there's all this wonderful mind, not one thought, not one brain, one mind or one level of consciousness that we participate in. Now, we've imaged God so often in the form of a man, being, a body, stagnant, limited to one place, sitting on a throne in heaven somewhere. Maybe we've been complacent about this God and not really thinking and moving about understanding the development or the opportunities that this infinite intelligence offers us. And we're making God more like us than us more like God. And quite often that's been our biggest hang-up in this world today, because we want to apply all of our humanness to the divine rather than the divinity to our humanness. And so as we do, we find that we think of God having physical limitations. And then we think, wait a minute, no. We understand God is this God of the universe. There's not a spot where God is not. We say that frequently. There's not a spot where God is not. God is everywhere. That which is God is this infinite intelligence. And to know God is to know this intelligence that is moving, that is vibrant, that is alive, that is energetic. That's the kind of intelligence the divine is, and that's what's within you. So to know this infinite wisdom of the ages is to really understand that this God, this divinity, is there to offer us the insights we need for the journey of living, to face those challenges, that we actually have the potential to think God thoughts, to think as God thinks. We have that very potential. We have that potential to think creative thoughts. We have that potential to think powerful thoughts. We have the potential to think loving thoughts in all contexts and all times. We have the potential to think forgiving thoughts. We have the potential to think inclusive thoughts that welcome everyone. We have the potential to think unlimited thoughts. Wow. So we want to help you to understand this great potential, that this mind in you is the same that is the intellect throughout this universe, and that's the mind of God, if we understand it, has no problems. Do you think God sits up there in heaven in our mind when we've limited God in that human form, thinking about, well, I've got some problems, things I've got to deal with? No, God is this infinite intelligence moving everywhere throughout this universe, this infinite wisdom, and in that there are no problems. God has no problems, no difficulties, and God is never confused. So when we understand that, therefore your real mind, the mind that is in you, the divinity within you, has no problems, and it has no difficulties, and is never confused. Now, isn't that an amazing shift in our thinking? You know what? I have no problems. I have no difficulties. God is within me, that intellect, that insight, that wisdom, that knowledge. It's there for me. So I need not focus on, oh, this challenge is so great, this difficulty is so large, oh, I'm so confused about where to go, what to do. No, we just allow that very mind of God to be at work within us. We welcome that consciousness. We welcome that level. So if your level of thinking is leaving that human realm of limitation, rising up in level to this beautiful God consciousness, then you too live in a world that is free. When you realize that the mind within you is God, then it cannot be confused. And then your intellect and your thinking, it becomes clarified. Wow, isn't that wonderful to think, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to face this challenge, I don't know what's next. But when we relax and rest in knowing, God knows the answers. The wisdom of this is ready to unfold for you. It's available for you. The ancient texts over and over again echo, if you lack wisdom, you may ask of it, and it is freely given. The ancient texts in Scripture offer this, let this mind be in you that was in Christ Jesus. Let this same consciousness, let this same way of looking at life, the same understanding of every scenario and situation you're going through, let it be that is full of the insight and wisdom of the universe to guide you. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I don't know where to go, what to do, it's just the best thing is to pause, be still. Isn't it wonderful when you are still, you know? Be still and you know. It comes to you. The infinite wisdom comes to you because you've released all of that fear that has blocked your thinking and consciousness with all kinds of moments of problems and difficulties and confusion. The creativeness of this universe is this movement of intelligence within you. I like this word, movement. I love that. Intelligence that is moving, not stagnant, but ever unfolding, ever expanding. Do you know that science says that the universe is always expanding? It's ever enlarging, ever growing, always becoming larger. It is a moving universe. The intelligence of this universe is moving. And that same intelligence within you is moving you from this to that, to expand, to understanding, to greater levels of comprehension, greater levels of higher consciousness, all available for you. It's moving, it's not stuck. It's alive, it's vibrating. That's what this intelligence is. And I want you to begin to feel that. I want you to just pause for a moment, begin to feel sort of like the wisdom of God filling you, and the wisdom of God coming into your very being and filling you to the point where you feel like, I feel something moving alive. The thoughts are changing and shifting within my mind as I begin to think as God would think, leaving limitations and lack and separation and all those human elements that we may embody. You see, it's moving upon itself. You are the creation of God, okay? So you are a spark of the divine. You are an element of the divine. And that moving intelligence is moving upon God itself, moving upon you. And we see this so clearly explained as the ancients tried to get this across to us in the book of Genesis, chapter 1. In there, the very creation story given to us in a wonderful, beautiful example of metaphysical understanding that God spoke or contemplated, began to think, began to become aware and said, let there be light. Now, who did God talk to? Who was God saying? Oh, someone turn the light on. Oh, who's out there? Somebody out there, let's make light. You see, what God was doing was just contemplating within. Oh, I go within in this moving wisdom and intelligence and say, let there be light. Wow. When we understand that, we might understand that that phrase alone might be the greatest prayer we can pray and the one that's filled with the most intelligence. Let there be. Let there be healing. Let there be prosperity. Let there be blessing. Let there be goodness. Let there be wisdom. Let there be guidance. Let there be. And simply that proclamation that we make is saying, I contemplate within, and I know within this divine wisdom is telling me to simply say, let there be. And I let it be. I let it unfold. I allow it to unfold within me. I let this thing to happen within my life. You see, when we speak with this kind of authority, this creative confidence, speaking with the mind of God that it is so, it is so. That's the creative power. That's this wonderful intelligence. Now, everything is made of God and is made then of this intelligence. This intelligence already exists then at the center of your being. We have this beautiful text that we share quite often, and Reverend Larry shared it at the end of his meditation from Acts chapter 17, 28, that says, for in God we live. Okay? In God, in this intelligence, we live. We move. Oh, I love that. That intelligence that's within us, it is moving, and we have our being, our very essence, our existence. We are then to understand this completeness of amazing mind of God is ours to tap into for wisdom, guidance, instruction. When you say, I just don't know where to go or what to do next. I don't know how to solve this problem. I don't know how to solve this situation. You see, in that humanness, we say that quite often, and then we shift and move to say, divine intelligence within me. The wisdom of the ages is there. I now step out and knowing that as I do, that divine intelligence and wisdom is leading and guiding my very pathway and ordaining the steps of my feet as I move forward. What we understand is that this moving, vibrant intelligence that is so energetic, which I love, is functioning at the level of our understanding or our comprehension. And our problem is we have a very low level of understanding of it and of comprehension. Wow, vast wisdom? Nah. Vast insight? Oh, I don't really understand it. How does that work? And you see how many people struggle with this in their journey. And so the calling for us is to raise the level of our consciousness to say, I study, I learn, I want to be open to understand. I need to comprehend more, because the more I understand the divine, the more I understand who and what God is, the more I understand who and what I am. Who and what I am. Because here's the key to our life. Whatever you believe to be true about God, that God is intelligence, that God is this moving, vibrant, energetic energy, it's true about you. Whatever you believe to be true about God is true about you. When we embrace that thought, we understand that we need to then start living that way and to declare, yes, what I know about God is what I know about me. Because I am the revelation of God. I am the spark of God. I am the essence of God. I am God revealed in this moment. So whatever I believe about God is true for me and about me. God is love. I'm love. God is gracious. I'm gracious. God is compassionate. I'm compassionate. God is powerful. I'm powerful. God is a healer. I'm healer. God is blessing and bringing about prosperity. I am blessing and bringing about prosperity. You see, whatever you believe about God, you have to believe is true for yourself. And rising to that level is essential. Because this is the best thing that can happen for your life, is to know that the power within you is the power to say, let there be. Let there be. To create on purpose. Now, for the year of 2025, our ministry theme is creating on purpose. We are a congregation focusing on that very essence, to create on purpose. To know that we can be a congregation who speaks the words, let it be, let it be, let it be. Not only to create for ourselves, but to create for others. To create in the power of good and to create in the power of healing. To create in the power of prosperity. This is our key. Today, I want you to understand more than ever before who and what you are as a divine expression, and that you are intelligent. You are gifted. The answers, the solutions, that which you seek are there within you. Let them rise. Let them awaken. Let the Spirit speak to you. Begin to think as God thinks. Set aside your humanness. Set aside this elements of fear and doubt and stress and anxiety that the world wants to dump upon you constantly. And instead begin to embrace, I know that I know that I know the divine wisdom is mine. The mind of God is mine. So now, picture this. Atlanta, 2025. Spiritual beings are using moving, vibrant, energetic intelligence to usher in a world that works for everyone, not just a few. Wow. Now, those are words of wisdom. Sophia may have offered us in many different ways wisdom from the Golden Girls. But this is your golden moment to embrace this consciousness. I am filled with this divine intelligence, and it is mine. For the God within is who I am. Amen. We have the opportunity to share now in that abundance that we believe and proclaim so clearly. You'll find these words on our screen that we're going to share in a moment that really express this affirmation of celebration. Would you join with me in sharing these words together? City of Light is a thriving community that is experiencing the abundance of God. We are growing and flourishing because we believe and practice the teaching of spiritual truth. As we give and receive, we join now in the divine flow. We know that all we share with life returns to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Let us give generously as we share in this opportunity to express our own individual abundance. Stay right there. As we close, we're going to join in this chorus that says, yes, there's peace on earth. And yes, I know it begins in me. Why? Because the peace of God is in me. So let's sing it together and proclaim it in that affirming. Following that, the drummers are going to drum us out as we leave from this place in this wonderful celebration energy. Join together and sing this.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins in me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as my center, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my soul about. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins in me.
Would you pray with me? Let's bow our heads. Join together in prayer, uniting our spirits together as one. This we know to be our truth. The divine presence of God never leaves nor forsakes us. And that divine presence is an intelligence that's deep within us, always available. And in this moment, we center our hearts in a sense of oneness with that great wisdom, that all-knowing, that insight of the divine that is a source of good throughout the ages. And in this moment, we proclaim for each and every one a higher level of comprehension and understanding of the infinite wisdom that's available to each and every one. A greater understanding that God's insight is ours and can be ours. For there is this one mind in which we have our being, which we move and we breathe and we exist in. And that one mind within us is that life and essence of the divine. And in this moment, we claim for those who struggle and face challenges or difficulties, those who may see the world from those places of problems, that they're invited now to release that human thinking and embrace in the divine thought process. Welcome that creative energy that knows there are no problems, there always are solutions, and there are no challenges. There's simply these opportunities for us to express the divine in all things. We pray now that that wisdom will lead and guide us as we welcome it into our hearts and lives in a new and fresh way. So with gratitude, we release the words that have been spoken to go forth into this universe to bring about that which we proclaim as we say, let it be. Let it be that wisdom is ours. Let it be that insight is ours. Let it be that the divine intelligence is ours. As together we say, and so it is.
To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins in me.
We want to say thank you to our viewers who are joining us from across the world and tuning in each and every week to the City of Light celebration service. If you are in Atlanta, we'd love to have you join us in person. We're located at 3125 Presidential Parkway in Atlanta. We know that you may be in need at times of someone to reach out and offer us support and spiritual strength in a more personal way. I'm available. You can reach out to me through my website or through sending an email at revtpaul@aol.com. You'll find the information going across the screen. Also, if you'd like to make a donation or support this work, if this has touched your heart and life in a wonderful way, and you'd like to give something back, there are ways that you can do this. You'll find them moving across the screen now through our Zelle program or, once again, through our website at www.cityoflightatlanta.com. For those gathered here, we're going to make our way in just a few moments out to a great time of fellowship. Food that's shared from our hospitality team and sharing this wonderful love. Let this be our time of breaking bread and great communion with one another. But as we go, the Emerson drummers are going to drum us into our next level of this wonderful journey of this life. And let it be, let's give them a round of applause as they share with us this final song. God bless you. Let's go in peace.